Sensory room is a room that allows students to come in to help them self-regulate, to help them self-attain, helps them to calm down, it helps them to be able to be comfortable throughout the school day in their own skin, and it helps them to go through the day so it does not bother their educational process. When I was fortunate enough to become a teacher here in Southfield and came into the elementary school, I noticed that the students worked really hard for sensory input. So normally I do things like go noodle, do anything I could to keep them moving or just give them sensory breaks throughout the day. Me, myself, the parents, we would take them for walks because we noticed that they needed something to help them self-attain. Sometimes my students will just get up and walk back and forth, and we allow them to do that because we understand that they're seeking some sensory input. So got this great idea to go and ask our principal, Mr. Hill, we could use this room for a sensory room. And he was gracious enough to say absolutely. They get to be in the web swing, which means they can actually get up and stand in the swing. They get to get on the flatboard screen where they can just take a moment to relax. They get to play in the sand where it gives them tactile kind of things. They can walk on the balance beam. The ball pit helps them to get all type of immediate sensory input. They crawl through the tunnel, which gives them that gross motor skills that they need. We have the therapy balls, which really helps to relax them. And it's countless things that they can do even with just the stuff in here. They make things up. And it also gives them an opportunity to be more social with one another.
4 years ago, our son was diagnosed with autism. I started meeting other parents, started meeting the teachers, and I started understanding about the sensory room. And from talking to people, I found out there was a need for sensory rooms in schools. And I told my wife, I said, I'm going to do something. Let's do something. I started a little golf outing, and 2.5 years later, we raised over $20,000, and we've helped 4 schools so far. Helped my son, we want to help the other children.
I am eternally grateful to Mr. Hill at first for allowing us to have this room, Ms. Eason for making sure that Mr. Hill let us have this room, and to everybody who has had a hand in helping us bring this into fruition. It wasn't just me. There's been many people. I'm so thankful to Fran Roth, who saw Freddie Bello, better known as Freddie the Pizza Guy, on Fox 2, donated a sensory room to another district, and she came right in, we talked about it, she jumped right on it, and I'm so thankful that Freddie just didn't ask any questions. It was, what do you want and how can I help? And the kids have benefited so much from it.